Well, well, well. What was once a 10-point halftime lead for Indiana has now turned into a 4-point deficit. It's 24-20 here in Happy Valley. Penn State leading the number 2 team in the country, Indiana. Zach Browning with you alongside Graham Nash. 6:27 to play in the fourth quarter. Graham, fresh off of an interception, Fernando Mendoza has to come out and respond. And if we look back to other road environments similar to this earlier this season, you think back to Iowa. He threw an interception. How did he respond? 75-yard touchdown drive that iced the game. He threw a pick 6 the following week, I guess the following game, 2 weeks after the bye week, against Oregon on the road. How did he respond? A touchdown drive that sealed the game. He's going to need another one right here.
Yeah, he is. He's looked so sharp after throwing INTs, and it feels like a tall mountain to climb right now because this Penn State team has reached a new level in the second half on both sides of the ball. The defense has been phenomenal stopping the Indiana run game, and that has really led to some issues in the passing game as well.
6:27 left on the fourth quarter clock. Gabe Wosu set to kick left to right. He will do so, and it clears the awaiting Roman Hemby. Touchback, Indiana will start at their own 25-yard line. Fernando Mendoza. He's been in the Heisman talks pretty much all season long. He's got now, Graham, a chance to go and prove that he is an elite quarterback, prove that he is potentially worthy of the #1 overall pick next summer.
This could be that Heisman Mendoza moment that he's looking for, absolutely. We'll see how quickly Cignetti gets the ball out of his hands. How fast do they want him to throw the ball and try to get comfortable?
1st and 10 from their own 25. Left side hash, shotgun set here for Mendoza. He takes a snap, drops back, rolling right. Now to the right side hash, throwing across the field. He's got Charlie Becker across the 35, in between the numbers and the hash. He takes a big shot in the process, but he holds on to the football down to the 38 for a gain of 13 on first down.
I'll tell you what, that's a gutsy throw on the run again to the far side of the field, shrinking it, throws across his body to the middle and hits Charlie Becker on a thin window.
Tick under 6 minutes to play. 1st and 10. Right side hash now from their own 38-yard line, trailing by 4. Mendoza takes the snap, handoff left side. Black bouncing this one to the near side of the field towards the left side hash marks, towards the 40, just across the 40. A gain of about 2 or 3 on a first down carry for Kalon Black.
And interesting, we've seen Kalon Black a whole lot more in this second half than Roman Hemby. They're going to him as that bulk guy in this ball game, liking his ability to put his head down and fight for hard-earned yards.
Officially a 2nd and 8 from the Indiana 40, 5:20 to play, 24-20 Penn State. The #2 team in the country on the ropes here on the road in Happy Valley. Mendoza, shotgun, takes a snap, has all to throw, rolling left. He's going to be brought down from behind. He rolled left and didn't see Dennis Sutton behind him, who drops him behind the line again for a sack of about 3. It'll set up 3rd down and long for Indiana.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't see him at all. He wasn't running at full speed, had both hands on the football like he still wanted to throw it, and then fortunate to tuck that ball and not let it bounce out because it definitely could have with Dennis Sutton right on his tail.
3 second half points for Indiana. That's all the offense of the Hoosiers that ranks #1 in the country in scoring has been able to muster against this Penn State defense. It's 3rd and 11, 4.5 to play. Indiana confused here at the line of scrimmage with the play clock winding down. The play clock has hit zeros, and there's a flag for delay of game. Did Chris Cignetti get a timeout off? I don't think he did. I think it's going to be a delay of game against Indiana. It is a delay of game against Indiana. It moves the Hoosiers back 5 yards. Make it 3rd and 16 for Indiana. From their own 32, 4:22 to play. It's not full here in Beaver Stadium, but the 70, 80,000 plus in attendance, they're on their feet. Shotgun set for Mendoza. 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right for the Hoosiers. Kalon Black flanking Mendoza to his left. 3rd and 16 as we tick closer to 4 minutes to play. Mendoza, the snap, dropping back, pressure, rolling right, throwing across his body. It's broken up. Intended for Kalon Black. It was broken up on the play. Good defensive play there by Amari Campbell as he got the third down pass breakup. And as that's a 4th and 16, it brings out the Indiana punting unit and Mitch McCarthy.
This is unbelievable what Penn State has been able to do in the second half. Indiana just looks lost on offense. They can't get anything going. The Penn State defense has been unbelievable.
McCarthy set to punt this one away. He'll do so from his own 20-yard line on the left side hash before Trevor Pena has a chance at a return. It bounces inside the 30 and careens directly out of bounds somewhere just past the 25-yard line. So the Penn State offense will come out onto the field looking to potentially, Graham, put this game away. If we look at the second half numbers, Penn State has outscored Indiana 17-3, 194 yards of total offense for the Nittany Lions, just 77 for the Hoosiers as Ethan Grunkemeyer and Terry Smith look for their first win as the starting quarterback if you're Grunkemeyer for the Nittany Lions, and first win as an interim head coach if you're Terry Smith. 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Pistol look here for Grunkemeyer. He turns, he gives. Katron Allen up the middle, powering his way towards the line to gain just shy of the 35. A gain of about 5 or 6 on first down. The Indiana defense has not looked like this all season long.
No, they really haven't. On their back foot, and Kurt Cignetti on the sideline visibly frustrated because a gain of 7, I think he wanted to take a timeout and try to stop that clock, but with a gain of 7 on first, you can't really do so because then you risk your chance of being able to really stop them, force a punt, and get another chance on offense.
3:18 and counting. 3 timeouts left for Indiana, but as you mentioned, a gain of 7 on first down. As the Nittany Lions with 2nd and short, another pistol look, another turn, another give to Allen. This time he's met near the line of scrimmage. He falls forward after first contact for a couple of extra yards to the 35, and Kurt Cignetti is going to take his first of 3 timeouts with 3:01 left on the 4th quarter clock, and his team trailing 24-20. The number 2 team in the country on the ropes here in Happy Valley. 3rd and 2 upcoming, and Grant, there's been a lot of big plays in this game. There will be a lot of big plays continually down the last 3 minutes and 1 second of this contest, but this right here, if you're Indiana, you need this stop.
Yeah, you absolutely do. Best believe that they're going to have all their big names out there. But interestingly, they didn't on 1st and 10. Aiden Fisher wasn't out there for Indiana as a linebacker. They were going with their other 2 in Elijah Hardy and Isaiah Jones. He was out there on 2nd down. Indiana made a good stop, and he's coming out for 3rd. But really surprised that we did not see him out there for 1st and 10.
An injury, missed the last 7 quarters. He was forced to exit from the 1st quarter of the win against UCLA and missed all of last week's win over Maryland. A big play right here. 3rd down and 2 from the Penn State 35-yard line. Ball spotted in between the hash marks as the Nittany Lions move left to right. 3:01 left on the clock. Penn State leading by 4. 2 timeouts left for Indiana. It's a pistol look for Ethan Grunkemeyer and the Nittany Lions. 2 receivers left, Katron Allen in the backfield. It's a give to Allen. He's got enough for the first down. Down near the 40-yard line. They'll call it the 39. He needed 2. He got 4.
Now, I understand Indiana not wanting to sell too hard on the run in case Grunkemeyer pulls it back, but you got to think it's going to Katron Allen on 3rd down and 2. Elijah Hardy and Aiden Fisher weren't really playing that close to the line of scrimmage, and it allowed him to just bulldoze his way for 4 yards.
Penn State by 4. We tick under 2.5 minutes to play. Indiana has 3 clock stoppages left, one of them being the 2-minute timeout. Indiana's never won in this building, and they're looking like they might need a miracle to pull off their first ever win here at Beaver Stadium. Extra offensive lineman, pistol look, give Allen up the middle. He's wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. A gain of 0, and Kurt Cignetti is going to take timeout number 2 with 2:14 left on the 4th quarter clock.
And that's what Kurt Cignetti was hoping to get on 1st and 10. On the first and 10, met right at the line of scrimmage. That's what we've seen from the run defense. Aiden Fisher got right in there and just swallowed up the Penn State running back. They need those linebackers in a half where the linebackers have really been taken out of the game. They need that room to come up big if they want to get the stop and give Fernando Mendoza another chance at redemption.
Coming into this game, Graham, Indiana had given up just 2 second-half touchdowns all year. Penn State has 2 here in the fourth quarter alone here in the second half. Second down and 10 upcoming as both teams break from their brief timeout huddles. It's 24-20 Penn State. If you're just joining us, the Nittany Lions outscoring Indiana 17-3 in the second half after they went to the halftime locker room trailing by 10. 2:14 left on the clock, just 1 timeout left for Indiana. The ball is spotted in between the hash marks on the Nittany Lion 39. 24-20 the lead for Penn State. Pistol look for Grunkemeyer. It's still Allen in the backfield. It's another give to him. He's looking for space up the field, but he had nothing. Met at the line of scrimmage once again. Aiden Fisher on the stop. And another timeout, the third and final timeout taken by Indiana with 2:09 left to play. They have just 1 clock stoppage left. That's a 2-minute timeout. Now, Graham, do you get a little bit cute here if you're Penn State? Do you go for the kill shot in the first down through the air, or do you put the ball on the ground? I know Brooks over here, our spotter to my right, he's shaking his head yes.
I am going to lean yes with Brooks. I think the way that Grunkemeyer's been spinning the ball and with the threat that those running backs pose in the backfield, they really can get, like you said, creative and a little gutsy by just going with an RPO. Just go play action, and those linebackers will have to delay. They can't sell their soul on the run on 3rd and 10 just in case Grunkemeyer pulls it back because of how well he has spun the football in the second half.
He's 19-25, 206 yards and a touchdown. His best start. This is his 3rd start since Drew Aller left that Northwestern game with the broken ankles. 3rd down and 10, 2:09 left to play. Ball on the Penn State 39-yard line. They come out with Grunkemeyer under center in a jumbo formation. It's a play-action fake to Grunkemeyer. He goes short to Raphael, and he's going to be wrapped up just across the 40, but well short of the line to gain at the 42 by Isaiah Jones. So the clock now ticks to 2 minutes. We've hit the 2-minute timeout in Indiana. They're going to get the ball back, Graham, with a chance on the road to go and win this game, trailing by 4. We've hit what I would assume would be our last media timeout of the contest. It's 24-20. Penn State going to have to punt this one away on the other side of this break to Indiana. 4th down and 7 upcoming. We'll be back with the final 2 minutes right here on 99.1 WIUX.
What is that?
Oh, it's my time machine.
Does it work?
Sure, just hit this button.
Whoa, dinosaurs, cool.
Or we can go here.
Hey, that's Napoleon.
Oui.
Or we can go to the future.
Wow, hey, you have this nice house. Do I have a nice house?
No, you didn't save any money, always spent it on vacations and stuff.
If only there was a way I could go back in time and correct that bad habit.
Yep.
Okay, the time machine is not real, but the saving thing is. Get in the habit of putting some of your money in savings each week through a 401k, savings account, or financial investments. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas and easy tips on saving, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
What does this crazy little button do?
Wait, no!
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Back here in Happy Valley, Indiana, set to get the ball back after a punt upcoming here for Penn State. 2 minutes left on the clock. It's 24-20. Penn State leading the number 2 team in the country, Indiana. Zach Browning with you alongside Graham Nash here live from Beaver Stadium. Graham, Indiana's going to get the ball back here with just a hair under 2 minutes after this punt from Penn State. And it's the drive for all the marbles.
It is. It's that moment for Fernando Mendoza. He really has not played a lot in the fourth quarter because of how dominant Indiana has been this season. This is his chance to really prove himself. And I think if you're Mike Shanahan, if you're Kurt Cignetti, you let him spin it. Because on that last drive, the only first down, the only positive yards, really, that Indiana gained was when he threw the football. The running game has completely gone cold for Indiana. It is absolutely going to come down to the quarterback, who is second right now in Heisman odds.
No timeouts left for Indiana either. Jonathan Brady back to return for Indiana. His heels just inside of his own 10-yard line. Gabriel Wosu will punt this one away, and before he can do so, we have a penalty. It's going to be a false start, so move Wosu and the Nittany Lions back 5 yards.
And Wosu, a little juiced. He punted that thing all the way pretty much through the end zone. It landed at the top of the Penn State S.
So we'll do it again. Jonathan Brady has moved up a little bit. Not much. He's now standing at his own 15. Call it 14-yard line. Wosu, right-footed punt, and it's another booming punt. This one will land inside the 5 at the 1 and take an Indiana hop into the end zone. So pull it out. It's a touchback as the Indiana offense, Fernando Mendoza, as some have been calling him. 1:51 left on the clock. Indiana, the number 2 team in the country, on the ropes, trailing by 4. It's 24-20. It was 350 days ago, Graham, that a Cal quarterback by the name of Fernando Mendoza, before he transferred to Indiana, went 98 yards, as he said, quote, with his boys to beat Stanford in a rivalry game out west. He's got to go 80 yards with his boys here to win it for the Hoosiers. 1:51 left on the clock. Indiana trailing by 4. Shotgun set for Mendoza. Ball on the right side hash. He takes a snap, drops back. He's got time. He's pressured. Now he goes down. Back at the 10. Down goes Mendoza. Zane Durant got to him. Clock running. No timeouts for Indiana. Ball spotted officially at the 13-yard line. A loss of 7. Mendoza, another shotgun snap. He takes it, looking over the middle of the field, down the right side hash. He's got Cooper across the 30. Down to the 35 goes Omar Cooper. It's enough, just barely, for a first down to move the chains. 1:25 to play as the clock stops momentarily for them to move the chains. Mendoza will spike it with 1:22 left to play. Indiana with it, 1st and 10 from their own 35.
And that was a beautiful throw. That's exactly what I think that Indiana's got to do. Obviously, at this point, with 1:22, you got to let Fernando Mendoza just let that thing fly, let the arm loose. That sack absolutely hurt, but frankly, Penn State kind of hurt themselves more celebrating that sack and not getting set for the next play.
2nd and 10, 1:22 left, no timeouts for Indiana. They're trailing by 4. This is it. Do or die drive right here. Mendoza, right side hash, takes the shotgun snap, looking sideline. He's got E.J. Williams near the 50-yard line, outside the numbers. He's pushed out of bounds immediately after a gain of, let's call it 13 by A.J. Harris. The Hoosiers move the chains. It's important, Graham, they can't take a field goal. Down by 4, they need 6.
They do, and that's a really big play to do so. A little out route, and Fernando Mendoza on the money, gets it to E.J. Williams Jr. so he can tiptoe out of bounds and stop that clock at 1:17. 1st
and 10. 24-20 Penn State. 4 receivers on the field. Right side hash is where the ball is spotted at the Indiana 47. 1:17 left to play. Mendoza takes the high snap. Pressure in his face. He's got Omar Cooper down the left side. Hash marks, and he overthrew him just ever so slightly. Pressure in his face off his back foot. Mendoza couldn't convert.
And that would have been pretty close to a touchdown for Omar Cooper if he caught it. There was a safety in the area, but he was getting led right to the sideline. He might have had a chance to get in for 6.
Now 1:13 left to play. 2nd and 10. Still from the right side hash. Still just on their side of the field. The ball on the Indiana 47. 2 receivers to either side for Mendoza. He takes the shotgun snap. Time to throw, looking over the middle. He's got Nowakowski at the hash, inside the 30, down inside the 25. They'll mark him down at the 24. 1:07 left to play. Indiana nearing the red zone. 24-20 the lead for Penn State. Mendoza will take the snap in. We have a whistle. If you just heard our head referee in this one, Chris Coyle, explaining that Indiana took that spike snap before Penn State was allowed to sub, because Indiana subbed, Penn State had to be given the opportunity to as well, so that goes as really a do-over, no play. First down and 10. Clock ticking under 60 seconds. Ball on the Penn State 24. Two receivers to either side for Mendoza. He takes a snap. He's pressured. He looks left, looking for Charlie Becker. Did he get a foot down? He did. Inside the 10. What a catch by Becker. He got out of bounds as well. So the clock stops at 48 seconds. Davian Collins in coverage. The ball is inside the 10 at the Penn State 7. 48 seconds to play, and Penn State's going to take a timeout. All of a sudden, Fernando Mendoza has taken his offense 73 yards down the field in less than 90 seconds. I think we might have a review, too, just getting another check on this Charlie Becker sideline catch that was on the field, ruled a catch.
And looking at the big screen, it looks like he got it. His left foot gets down, and he's got control of the football by the looks of it. He fell flat on his back. I mean, the fact that he got a foot down is unbelievable. The fact that he held control of it even more so. That is just an athlete making an athletic play. Charlie Becker has come up huge in this game.
That's his second SportsCenter top 10 worthy catch of the ball game. Again, he's only on the game right now because Elijah Surratt's dealing with the hamstring and isn't able to play. So it sets up Indiana first and goal from the 7. 48 seconds to play. Time not really a factor for Indiana at this time. They've got 7 yards until pay dirt. They need a 6 to win it. No field goals here for the Hoosiers. That won't get it done. It's 24-20. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. E.J. Williams, the lone receiver out left for Mendoza. He now sends Kalon Black from his right flank to the left as well. Empty backfield. Penn State showing pressure. Shotgun snap. Mendoza looking right, and it's batted down at the line. That sets up second down and goal now. Just 3 seconds elapsed on that last play. So 45 seconds to play, 24-20 the lead for Penn State over Indiana as the Hoosiers break from the huddle. Some mayhem here. Indiana snapping it before Penn State had set, and we have a whistle, a timeout taken at the very last moment by Terry Smith. Indiana, Graham, took that snap as Penn State was still subbing guys onto the field. Everybody was off the field, but they hadn't yet got guys lined up in position. Fernando Mendoza took advantage and found Charlie Becker in the end zone, but the play was ruled dead. A timeout taken, the second timeout of the second half by Terry Smith. That was almost a catastrophe for the Nittany Lions.
Yeah, it really was. That's just a bit of that undisciplined play. We saw it after the sack that began this drive. They celebrated it, didn't get set, and then Indiana had an explosive play. That's exactly what that was. And if you're Indiana, that's huge because that takes away a Penn State timeout just in case Indiana does score and Penn State has a chance to drive down themselves.
Second down and 7. 45 seconds to play. Indiana has the ball on the Penn State 7-yard line. It's spotted on the left side hash. Indiana's gone 73 yards so far in this drive. They need 7 more. No timeouts left for the Hoosiers. 24-20 the lead for Penn State. Indiana's on the ropes. 3 receivers on the field for Fernando Mendoza. He's in the shotgun. He takes a snap. All-out pressure coming. Mendoza, it's up in the air, and it's nearly intercepted. It falls harmlessly to the turf. Amari Campbell slipped, and it was just outside of his reach, which would have been a game-ending interception. Instead, it sets up 3rd and 7 for Indiana. 2 plays to try and win it.
And I think it was King Mack who had the interception for Indiana. It was just a couple of drives ago that applied that pressure and the hit to Mendoza that nearly created another INT.
3rd down and 7 from the Penn State 7. It's 3rd and goal for the Hoosiers. Shotgun for Mendoza on the left side hash. 3 receivers on the field, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Mendoza takes the snap. He's pressured. He throws it to the back of the end zone. Omar Cooper, he goes up, and he made the catch. Omar Cooper! In the back of the end zone, he got the foot down. Touchdown, Indiana. They take the lead with 36 seconds to play. Did Heisman Mendoza do it again? The ruling on the field of a touchdown currently under review. If it stands, it's a heck of a catch by Cooper. Graham, I don't know if it's going to stand. That's as close as it gets. We're getting a view on the Jumbotron here at Beaver Stadium.
It is. He got one toe down. It's right on that, right by that white line in the back of the end zone. I really don't know if they're going to let this stand. It is as close as it gets. Just what an effort to get a foot, like a toe down, but man, that is right on that white line. It may come down to 4th and 7.
For the time being, Indiana has their extra point unit out there. Man, oh man. It doesn't help that Omar Cooper's wearing white cleats. It kind of clashes with the white out of bounds line in the back of the end zone. Fernando Mendoza was pressured. He threw it to his top target in the back of the end zone. Another moment where you really miss Elijah Surratt if you're Indiana. As it stands, it's a go-ahead touchdown for the Hoosiers with 36 seconds to play. But it's currently under review. Fernando Mendoza, does he have another Heisman moment? Or is he going to have to go out there again on 4th down? A lengthy review here at Beaver Stadium. Fernando Mendoza doesn't have the gaudy numbers that you'd expect in this game. He's, as it stands, 19 of 30, 218 yards, a touchdown and an interception through the air, a touchdown on the ground as well. But Omar Cooper, perhaps the biggest touchdown catch of his Indiana career if it stands, a guy that Curt Cignetti said it's pretty simple for him. He grew more mature this offseason. That maturity has led to consistency, and that consistency has led to success. Omar Cooper currently the 3rd most touchdowns in the Big Ten, and we have our decision. The ruling on the field has been upheld. Touchdown Indiana as boos rain down from the Beaver Stadium crowd. Fernando Heisman Mendoza leads his team 80 yards for the score. Wow, oh wow, Indiana still not out of the woods yet. 36 seconds left in the game as Nicholas Radicic comes out for an important extra point. He tacks it on and makes it a 3-point game. It's 27-24 Indiana. With 36 seconds left to play, they're having to pick up plastic water bottles out of the end zone to our right. Penn State fans not happy after that review, and the call was upheld. Man, oh man, Fernando Mendoza to Omar Cooper. You want a Heisman moment, Graham? There you go.